I'm meteorologist Nicholas Herboso at Mobile-Pensacola's Fox 10 News with your Central Gulf Coast forecast. An extreme cold warning once again. Cold temperatures still the big story in the forecast. For tonight, we do have an extreme cold warning. We're going to see lows dropping way down there into the 20s, and we're going to have feels like temperatures in the teens. So as you start your day on your Tuesday, really want to take the steps to protect what you need to protect and make sure that you are bundling up and dressing warm. It's a big focus in our forecast. How do we get there? This evening we have temperatures in the 30s, pretty much right around freezing, but we're going to have feels like temperatures, wind chills in the 20s, and that's going to go down eventually into the teens for some locations across the area overnight tonight. So tonight, bitterly cold, extreme cold warning in effect. 20 degrees our low in Mobile. Your number will vary based on exactly where you are. And I said lows in the 20s tonight. Inland spots, of course, could get into the teens. And here are those forecast lows for tomorrow morning. 17 in Grove Hill and in Monroeville, 18 in Evergreen. You see 20 in Mobile and 25 in Gulf Shores. Wind chill tomorrow morning will also be a pretty serious issue with the wind chill values around 16, 15 degrees there, 19 in Gulf Shores, 17 in Grove Hill. Be sure to take the steps that you need to protect pipes, especially inland, protect those around you, protect your pets, and also practice good heater safety. Just be smart with this cold weather that we have going on. Now, the cold weather is not going anywhere. In fact, Monday afternoon is still going to be a cold one. Tuesday afternoon is still going to be a cold one. And looking ahead through the week, the whole entire week looks just chilly, with temperatures in the mornings in the 20s and 30s and afternoon temperatures barely making it into the 50s. In fact, here's our forecast for Tuesday, tomorrow, where you're going to see temperatures only in the 40s in the afternoon. The wind is not as much of an issue tomorrow. Even in the morning, we have some wind chill in the morning, but it's just not going to be as terrible. So as we go through the day, winds relax just a bit, mostly clear skies, but still feeling really quite chilly. Forecast afternoon temperatures put us at 49 in Mobile, 49 in Gulf Shores, 46 in Monroeville, 47 in Evergreen, and the futurecast is quiet. We really don't have anything to look at futurecast-wise, with no rain expected over the next few days. This is 3 p.m. on Tuesday, just a couple of mid and upper level clouds passing across the sky. Notice an increase in cloud cover there towards the end. Nothing notable there as we go into early Wednesday with our forecast precipitation-wise, rain-wise. Now, I mentioned the cold forecast over the next 7 days. I think this is another big focus point for us. Notice the temperatures don't go above 53 there. I mean, we don't touch the 60s anytime soon here. It is going to be a colder stretch for us on the Gulf Coast. And look at the weekend where you see a dip in temperatures. In fact, a high of only 42 on Saturday. Our next system pushes through, and there are some indications that there could be some really cold air in some of that. Freezing temperatures in the mornings. These are our morning lows. So each and every morning, Tuesday morning, 20 degrees, 27 on Wednesday morning. But we've been talking about how Wednesday morning we will see gradual improvement and somewhat on Thursday as well. It's just not going to be as bitter as it was Monday and Tuesday morning. Then as we look towards the end of the week, that system passes and more bitterly cold air for the weekend. In fact, I want to highlight the forecast map for Saturday, and you see that blue line. There's a big upper trough over the eastern United States, and that is a cold core of air that's going to be plunging down the east coast. As for a developing weather system, there's the possibility that something develops in the Gulf or near the coast, maybe off the east coast, that could bring us a slight chance at some rain or other precipitation. But right now, most of the forecast models have anything developing super far to our south, so our rain chance would be little to none because we just would not have a lot of moisture. We're going to keep an eye, though, on that forecast because I've seen different versions of the forecast models. So keep an eye on the forecast for the weekend. I am not expecting a high impact winter weather event, but am I expecting maybe a small rain chance or some isolated showers? That's something that is definitely on the table. So a lot of uncertainty. We'll keep a look at that towards the end of the forecast. But one thing we know as we get to the weekend, it's going to be cold. This is afternoon forecast highs on Saturday, and you see 32 in Grove Hill for an afternoon high, 33 in Monroeville. So some really cold numbers are ahead for us this upcoming weekend, looking way ahead in the forecast, 42 in Mobile, 40 in Gulf Shores. These numbers might fluctuate drastically, depending on how our forecast situation evolves, but just giving you that early heads up that this cold weather isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So here at Fox 10, we have our storm tracker alert days, and we're declaring that again for Tuesday morning, specifically focusing on that morning cold. Gets a little more bearable towards the middle of the week, and then we'll keep an eye at the end of the week and see if we need to do anything else, because we might have some more cold weather alerts issued as another punch of cold air comes in at the end of this week and into the weekend. I'm meteorologist Nicholas Herboso.